G'day YouTube. So you can see it's a beautiful spring day here in Sydney. So I thought I'd finally get around to doing another backyard tour with all the plants I've got growing backyard. You can see some over behind me there. And I figure we'll start down this end. We've got a couple of Trunkata just plugging along. These are copying basically full sun. As you can see, you got a bit of shade through the middle of the day, not much. Same with the red leopard here. Nice easy one. Some seriously decent sized traps on it. Moving up to an intermediate here. It swings through the tree there. What else we got? I moved this this Veitchii out here. This is one of the Malibu Basin ones, so hopefully it might start actually climbing this tree as it gets a bit more size to it. It's just come out recently. I moved a lot of things out of the greenhouse. I did a big cleanup. See this Lowly Ventricosa red. It's an absolute stunner. It's just started throwing out some nice pictures again, settled into life outside. But this is just such a good hybrid. It's so easy growing. Just holds absolutely tons of pictures at once. And you can see a couple more in there. Oh, something's eaten. I think it's had a good munch on that red leopard. It almost looks like a giant Inimus picture. There's some red leopard uppers there. Oh, climb out from in there. Yeah, you can see this just vines up into the tree there. Oh, that's just popped. There, probably a few smaller pitches at the moment as it settles back in, and then it should really take off soon. Same as this Ventricosa cross Epiphyala. I absolutely hate saying that name because I can never get it right. Nice lower coming down there on the basil. I got a nice little native orchid there. It's little dendrobium. It's not in flower at the moment. It's the Ventricosa cross Spathulata crossellata. Quite often it's sold as Ventspath lowlii due to some mislabeled pollen that was sent to EP back in the day. I think it might be about time for a repot of this thing. I took a few cuttings. It's actually an absolutely beautiful plant. The pictures do go completely dark purple when they get a bit of light. Let's up through here. We got Maxima cross Taliensis, another one that's just come out. Maxima dark here. It's another one I've used in a lot of breeding. This is my male clone. I don't think I just took a whole lot of cuttings of this as well, so there's not too many pictures on it at the moment. You can see it's got a flower there, another flower there, there's another one in there. I'm sure there's more on it somewhere, but that thing just flowers like mad. It doesn't actually show much pollen. It's very tricky to use in breeding, but it has seemed to be working really well. You can see I've got no shortage of Ventricosa flowers through here. A whole bunch more down there. I did do a little bit of breeding with one of them. I just haven't had time to do as much as I would like lately. And we got this absolutely stunning Ventricosa sibuensis cross Naga Bongzo, which, although it looks quite dark on camera, it is absolutely jet black. This thing is amazing. Some nice big pictures there. That one's huge, and these pictures are probably over a year old now. They've been there forever. You can see a nice little basil picture there. And if we come up here, that's that female spike. I've definitely made time to pollinate that. So hopefully I'll have some cool hybrids using that soon. Coming around here, a few things haven't woken up for spring yet. another flower there. That's the Rocco cross Diariana cross Ventricosa Red, Ventricosa Northiana. I think the pictures are just fading off at the moment, but that'll come back soon. This is Exotica Plants, big Maxima Dark female clone that they use in a lot of their breeding. I haven't had a chance to flower it yet. Sort of did this, shot straight into this big long vine when I got it. So as you can see, I've let it droop down, hoping a basil will start soon, and I might get some nice bigger leaves and bigger growth out of it. Come around here, got a glandulifera, which I just moved out recently as well. A nice basil on it. I think it's just starting to picture. I did see one. Yeah, I thought I saw. Oh, there, hiding under the leaves there. Sit there. Glandulifera veitchii, which happens to be the pot that it's hanging off. Tobica cross Thorlei. I'm assuming the name of this has changed recently. It could be Tobica cross Bocarensis, I think is the new taxonomy name, but either way, it's a stunning little plant. And just so that tons of these little vines, so you can see just winding up through there. Coming up on here, this is also a female. Unfortunately, a rat got to the only flower I've had so far, so I haven't managed to use it for breeding. Next, I think this is my Rocco. I don't get too many lowers on this plant. There's a nice little one there. Oh, another one was crammed into the fence there, unfortunately. But this just vines. I mean, a lot of this vining up here it's all the way down there as well. It's just insane. I've got to figure out how to repot it soon. Ventricosa cross ovata. Started to put out some nice little pictures. One of my Maxima Dark cross Toliensis. Here, I think this is Maxima uppers. You see the leftovers of a Rocco flower I cut off recently there. Ventricosa dubia. Another nice little Maxima. And this is my first ever nepenthes, at least a cutting of it. Nice little Rebecca Soper. Just running through quite quickly through here, trying to get as much as I can in a short amount of time. Really nice Sanguinea Dark, just starting to fade. This thing's just bolted into vine here lately. There's a big basil starting. Probably due for a repot. If I can get this around the right way without breaking anything. Oh, bit of spillage. That's a nice upper picture on the Rocco. Now this is the original clone from Japan. There's another one there. So not the Exotica Plants remake that they use in a lot of their breeding. Tenuous cross Tenuron is in here. Looks like it's just got a picture forming back there, but not quite open yet. Another nice little native Dendrobium. Got tons of these. These are really common flowers for me. They're real cute little ones. What do we got here? I think these flowers are off Ventricosa burkii. You can see I started doing some pollinating there, just ran out of time to do more and missed my opportunity. Same with that one. Had some nice easy hybrids there. Here's a Maxima Dark cross Lolio veitchii. As you'll see, I've got a few plants out here that are actually very, very nice plants. It's not just cheap ventricosas and easy things. We're lucky here in Sydney we can actually grow a lot of these outside, unlike a lot of the world. But that's just a stunning plant. I actually remade the reverse cross of this earlier this year. So Lolii Veitchii cross Maxima Dark. The seedlings are coming along really nicely, so it'll be very interesting to compare the two in the future. What have we got here? These, I might have to tie up these Ventricosa Burkii vines. They're going nuts. It wraps up. There's actually another flower on it I did over here. We've got Ventricosa flowers, all sorts of mixed Ventricosa in this section here. Ventricosa Boschiana Fusca Veitchii that I made, where the male parent just completely ran out the door, and I've got a nice red Ventricosa by the looks of things. It'll be interesting to see if they get any more traits as they mature, but either way, cool little plant. Another nice Rocco picture forming there. And another great breeder here. Maybe I'll try and get you in the shade a bit. It's my Boschiana cross Zachariana, or formerly Fusca. It's just a stunning, this is one of the biggest pictures I've ever had on it. And that there's a loaded up spike full of seed pods. It's pollinated around midwinter, so it's been very slow to form the seeds, but it's looking very good at the moment. So hopefully I'll get some great crosses off that. I can't even remember what I put on it. There's another nice upper on it there. Oh, we do have a lower. There's a little lower there. A couple of weeds in the pot. So they're going to be Ventricosa Red cross Rebecca Soper or Ventricosa Burkii. I think it's the Ventricosa. That's actually the first nepenthes I ever made, and it's a female. I think I probably could still get the first spike on it, but I got the second spike here. I might put something on it just for a bit of fun. Over here's my other Maxima Dark cross Taliensis. As you see, this thing is absolutely massive. Another big one back there. Some more Boschiana cross Zachariana, however you pronounce it. Ventricosa cross Sanguinea. I think these have been sold for a while as Sanguinea green, but it's definitely not the case. And that just winds up into the Monstera vine there. What do we get here? Nice little, I think this is some Bryce just coming into picture there. You can see it's loaded with pictures back there. Oh, there's another Boschiana Zachariana there as well. Oh, I might have to trim this back. I didn't realise how out of control that one was getting. You can see some little basils starting on the Ventricosa Sanguinea. Another one of my Rebecca Sopers. It's such a great little plant, these, so easy to grow. A nice basil on it. And a bit delicate, the Burkii cross Aristolochoides. This thing is just covered in ants at the moment. Another recent one to move out here. It was just getting too big for the greenhouse where I had it, so it looks like it is settling in slowly. I think it only came out about 2 weeks ago. I should try and tie that one up as well. What do we got? So this section here, we've got a few of my old Veitchii Boschiana cross Northiana, which is just turning into stunning little plants. Well, not so little. I've had this cross for sale for a while. I think I've finally sold out of it recently. A new one coming there. This one's just so you can see I've got a lot of dead pitches I need to trim off through here. Well, these seeds were sold to me as Northiana cross Veitchii, and two of the other plants I kept from it do look to be it, but I suspect this one might have been a misplaced seed from another Another seed set. Definitely looks like it's got some Boschiana influence in it, but a very nice plant nonetheless. Another horticultural, a little red ventricosa that I made a couple of years ago. Lolii Veitchii cross Boschiana. Another one I actually remade this cross myself with my big female Lolii Veitchii. Just harvested the seeds. They went down last week. Stunning Maxima, or it's a Maxima M cross dark or dark cross M. There's new pictures just coming there from John Yates. He made the seeds. There's just absolutely gorgeous Maxima. And it looks like it's going to get some serious size. Another one that's covered in ants. What have we got? Got some little pictures here of Trunkata ovata cross epiphyata. This one seems to be struggling a little bit more to settle in out here, but you can see that new leaf is just looking gorgeous. This is a good sign it's getting enough light. They open up with this nice tan colour, but that will green off over time. You can see back here, this here is getting blotchy purpley colour. It's realistically probably getting a bit too much, but anyway, maybe I'll move it soon. I'll see how I go. And this one here, don't think we've got any pictures on it at the moment, but again, just settling in. A nice new leaf. But this is my, I've just found out recently, is a nice male Rob Cantley growing out here. Again, some of the old pictures have faded off. I think there's some more in the background there. But that's a super exciting spike to have, so hopefully I'll get a chance to do some breeding with it. And I've got to have a look what females I've got coming out. Here, the always famous Rocco Boschiana cross Veitchii Hose Mountain. Just an absolutely stunning one from a mate Chow. I sent me this one down a while back. It's got at least 3 growth points in there now. Probably due for a repot. It's starting to dry out pretty quickly, that one. Ooh. A nice fresh picture on Ventricosa Northiana cross Veitchii K. There's huge peristomes on this. No striping or anything, just a really nice sort of orangey colour. It does get a bit more red throughout the life of the picture. Maxima glandulifera Veitchii K, and this is the one I couldn't find a tag for, but just have a look at that peristome on that. That is stunning. Nice and fresh picture. As you can see, it goes quite red over time, but nice furry body from the Veitchii. Nice Gothica cutting. It's just starting to chug along. This is the Northiana cross Veitchii. Again, one of the more different ones I've started growing out here. Ventricosa Trunkata cross Maxima, which really is just turning into a giant red leopard. I suspect these pictures are going to be huge as this plant gets a bit bigger. Probably won't run through too much of this section, just some Ventricosa seedlings and some small cuttings I'm growing out. I think a lot of those will be for sale early next year. But I'll just run you over the other side. Yeah, the kids playing in the garden next door. Excuse the mess, it's been a bit chaotic lately. So this is my other Lolii cross Ventricosa that came out here last week. So a few of the pictures are starting to fade, but it looks like it's holding on to quite a few. Now, see some, if we can get it in focus, yeah, the really nice lid bristles on this one here. Got some lowers down there, some older ones. I did see there's a nice big fresh one back here behind all those. so it's a bit tricky to do this one-handed and try not to break anything. But this form of it just gets so beautiful and striped, and it holds the stripes for quite a while through the life of the picture. Unfortunately, I actually had to cut this one to get it out of the greenhouse, but I mean, there's going to be some cuttings available next year as well. And here, Boschiana Fusca Cross Vici IM. It's another a favourite EP hybrid that I remade again. I haven't sowed the seeds yet, they were on that seed pot back over the other side. It's just winding away through there. Always spectacular Trunkata Cross Edwardsiana. Just took a little bit to settle in, but I'm starting to get some nice sized pictures again. I'll try and show you. Have a look at the size of this. Of course it's facing the wrong way, but that is absolutely massive and just so toothy. It really is just like a giant Edwardsiana, this plant. And back there you got my Diariana, an old Trunkata cross Thorlei, Stonophylla in there as well. And then over here another, so this came out a while ago from the greenhouse. This is my big Trunkata, as you can see, and that's a 50-litre pot that it's in, and it just comes up, and that's about chest high there. It's just recovered from a hard repot and had to give a good clean up and everything, so it's just started picturing for me again. So you can see a second one in there between the Trunkata eddies. I had to give quite a few plants hard repots earlier this year, which has really knocked them around, particularly these much larger plants. They take a really long time to settle back in, but for the long-term health of the plant, it's definitely worth it. So this is Trunkata Cross Epiphytiata. Again, I'm just not going to say the name anymore. I think it's got this weird little picture here, but that was the first since the repot. Moved out of the greenhouse. It was just getting a bit too much edema, water on the leaves causing burning. I think there's some sunburn in there from it settling in out here, but hopefully I'll start getting some pictures on that again soon, because you can see here the pictures are absolutely massive when it's going well, this plant. Next up, Trunkata peltata, which is just loads of good pictures. Nothing too huge at the moment. I think it's just coming out of its winter pictures, so I should start getting some bigger ones soon. Again, another one I've really got to clean up, but this shows you the sort of size and girth these things had. Trunkata ovata, there's another stunning one here. That's my Pargin Red Trunkata. This one's always been a little bit of a struggle for me. It seems to, any sort of change, it gets a bit unhappy. So it's got a little weird little winter picture on it, which is way too small for the plant, but anyway. Trunkata alba did the same thing with that one. That one's getting a little bit better, but as you can see in the background there, it's had some absolute giants last summer, so I expect this will bounce back pretty quickly now. Trunkata Cross Vici from EP. Starting to get some size to it there. And it's been another one of those plants that's never really done amazing for me, but yeah, it's part of the game with seed grown plants. Not all of them are going to be huge, fast growing, amazing stock. Maxima Dark Cross Vici M, which is just a gorgeous plant. This one tends to usually hold quite a lot more flare in the peristome. in it. And then Boschiana Veitchii. I got a flower off this last year as well. I've done a little bit of breeding with it, but not much. And last but not least on the outdoor tour is this thing, which I've not been able to ID. It came from a set of pure Veitchii seeds, but obviously something else, some other pollen got mixed in the pollination. But there's amazing chocolate peristome and just nice brown pitches. I expect maybe a Steinophylla or Vergellii, something along those lines. And then just some smaller red leopards and ventricoses and stuff that I'm growing out for shows and things. See a nice big frangipani here coming back in a flower. I might leave. A bit hard to do quick tour videos. There's a lot to see out here, and didn't want to try and miss too much. But if there's anything else you guys want to see more of, as always, feel free to send me a message. And if you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button to see more.